to the Auditing Information Technology movie theater. Tonight, Chapter 3 Encryption has gone Hollywood. Coming to a movie theater near you. Caesar, starring Giselle as Julia. James Bond, starring Hermes as Agent 007, Sveva as Agent M, and Federico as Goldfinger. Tonight's featured film, The Matrix Encrypted, starring Sean as Neo, Armando as Morpheus, Sveva as Trinity, Hermes and Federico as Agent Smith, and Giselle as Xeon Programmer. Enjoy your popcorn!
Citizens of Rome!
The daughter of Caesar will recite for us.
Encryption, the poetry. What is encryption? Encryption is the conversion of data into a secret code for storage in databases and transmission over networks. The sender uses encryption algorithm to convert the original message clear text into a code equivalent called ciphertext. At the receiving end, the ciphertext is decoded or decrypted back into clear text. Our Julius Caesar uses the encryption method called Caesar cipher, which he uses in order to send coded messages to his general in the field.
Good morning, Ellen.
I have a new case for you.
What's the case about?
Antoinette Smith from IT Audit contacted us. Someone stole her materials.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Good morning, James. Do you have any updates for me?
I do. I have some good news. I did some investigation and found the material. However, it has been encrypted. Seems like Goldfinger stole the material and set an encrypted key, which is a mathematical value selected.
Okay, but what does this key do?
Well, this key is used in what's called an algorithm. In this process, each letter of the clear text message is shifted by a number of positions that is indicated by the key.
So you're pretty much saying that although you have the materials, you cannot read them as it is?
Correct.
Okay, but do you think you can resolve the problem?
I'm 007, of course.
James Bond will never decode the materials I stole. I used a modern-day encryption algorithm, which is so complex that it uses up to 128 bits in length.
Neo, have you come up with an idea to deliver the documents?
I have several options, but I'm not sure they'll work. It's risky with the hackers on our every transmission.
We had to get those documents to Dr. Smith.
She's right. If we don't submit the documents to Dr. Smith, she'll kill us. What are our options?
Alright, well, we have 4 different encryption methods that we can use to encode the messages into ciphertext when sending them through the matrix.
What are the encryption options? How safe can we make this? We need to get those documents sent. We can't let the hacker gain access to our messages.
Morpheus is right. Those hackers want to submit our work as their own.
Damn cheaters.
Alright, I'll go over several scenarios of each encryption type and how the documents would be protected under that encryption option should the hackers intercept them. Alright, so the first 2 options are what is known as private key encryptions. In this first scenario, we'll use a private key encryption method called Advanced Encryption Standard. It's a 128-bit encryption method using a single key that is known to us, the sender, and Dr. Smith, the receiver. We'll deliver the package with the encryption algorithm. Dr. Smith can then use her key, which is similar to the one we locked it with, to decode the ciphertext.
Mr. Anderson.
If the algorithm is with the ciphertext, then the hackers may be able to decode it if they intersect it, right?
Only if they gain access or know the key.
I have the ciphertext, but I don't have the key.
The second form of private key encryption is known as the Triple Data Encryption Standard, or Triple DES. This method provides an improvement over most single encryption techniques. There are two forms that we can choose from under Triple DES. The first one is EEE3, where we use 3 different keys to encrypt the message 3 times. The next form of Triple DES is known as EDE3. This uses 1 key to encrypt the message. A second key is used to decode it. The resulting message is garbled because the key used for decoding it is different from the one that encrypted it. Finally, a third key is used to encrypt the garbled message. The use of multiple keys greatly reduces the chances of the hackers being able to break it. Warpies, throw the box to Trinity!
They're using EDE3.
Neo, I just realized, what if we need to send the documents to the rest of the class?
Well, if many people need the key, it could fall into the wrong hands, thus defeating the purpose of our encryption. In that case, we'd use what's known as a public key encryption. A public key encryption uses 2 different keys, one for encoding the message and the other for decoding it. Each recipient has a private key that is kept secret and a public key that is published. The sender of a message uses the receiver's public key to encrypt the message. The receiver then uses his or her private key to decode the message. Users never need to share their private keys to decrypt messages, thus reducing the likelihood that they fall into the hands of a criminal.
Damn it, why can't we open this? We have the key.
Yeah, but look at the key, you idiot. It's a public key.
And?
That means it's published to encrypt the message when sending it to the receiver. The receiver has its own personal key, and unless we have that personal key, we can't open this. Damn it!
Alright, there's one last method that we can use. It's known as RSA, which is a high security public key encryption. The only thing is that it's computationally intensive and is slower than the standard DES. First, you encrypt the message in a digital envelope using DES. Then, you encrypt the key using RSA. You send them both together. The receiver decodes the key to be able to open and decode the message.
That shit. We only have 5 minutes to do our key document to Dr. Smith. It's 5:55 right now.